Alright, I'm going to teach you how to use a percent bar model to find a part of a whole from a word problem. First thing, obviously you have to read your problem. Mr. Stallings was in the lead for 75% of the laps during the track race. If the race lasted 12 laps, how many laps did Mr. Stallings lead? The first things that I have my kids do is I have them identify their part, their whole, their percent, and this is what I call the percent total. All right. Now the percent total is always going to be 100 because percents are always out of 100. Then the next thing I have them look for, is there a percent in the problem? There is, and that percent is 75. So we have our percents part filled out. Now we need to figure out which part of the problem that 12 is, the 12 laps. Is that a part or is that a whole? If the race lasted 12 laps, that would make it our whole. So we are looking for our part. So after my kids do this, I always have them label 0 and 100 at the top. The top of your bar model is always going to be dealing with percents. All right. Now the bottom is going to be dealing with what in this problem we're looking for. So we're looking for the part. So I have them label 0 on the bottom left. And since we know our whole is 12, we're going to put that total underneath the 100. So the next thing I have my kids do is I have them grab a highlighter or a colored pencil or a crayon, and we pick a color. All right, so I'm going to pick green. So this is where I tell them we're going to make our top box. And here's what I mean by top box. We need to figure out what to label each section on the top of our percent bar model. So I have them start at 0, and they highlight all the way till they get to 100. Then they draw around the whole model. So the next thing I ask them is, how many boxes did you shade? Or not shade, I'm sorry, how many boxes did you circle? So if you count, we counted 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we just circled 4 boxes. So here's what we do. We take that 100 on the top of the bar model and we divide it by the 4 boxes because there's 4 boxes that we totaled, that we circled. 100 divided by 4 is 25. So we are counting by 25s on the top of our percent bar model. Now I have them grab a separate color or a different color, and now we're going to make what we call our bottom box. So we start on the bottom now, and we start at the 0 on the bottom, and we go all the way till we get to the number, our total, which is 12. And it's the same process. So we count how many boxes we circled, and we circled 4. So now, since we're doing our bottom box, we're going to divide our total by 4. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. So on the bottom, we are counting by 3s. So 3, 6, 9. Okay, so here's what we're looking for, though. We're looking for 75% of 12. So what you do is, you look for where it says 75% on our bar model, which is right here, and I circle. Okay, so 75% of 12 is 9. So our x, our part, equals 9 laps. So Mr. Stallings was in the lead for 9 laps of the race. That's how you use top box, bottom box to find a part of a whole using a percent bar model.